Welcome back. There's outrage in the U.S. city of Chicago after a white former policeman who shot dead a black teenager was freed from jail after serving less than half of his sentence. Human rights activists are now demanding that federal charges be laid against Jason Van Dyke.
Because we know that night 12 officers were on the scene who did not render any aid to Laquan McDonald, and he died on the street. We know that reports were falsified. We know that witnesses were tampered with, and we know that the video was suppressed by the City Hall for over 400 days. 16 shots and a cover-up.
Van Dyke was convicted of second-degree murder and aggravated battery in 2018, 4 years after the killing. He went on trial only after a judge ordered Chicago city officials to release video footage of the shooting. The former policeman was jailed for 7 years, but freed after 3 years for good behavior. The decision angered rights groups and McDonald's relatives. During a protest, they demanded a probe into why it took so long to release the video of the shooting and why the killer was freed so early. President Joe Biden has pledged to combat a surge of deadly gun crimes in the United States.
Every day in this country, 316 people are shot, 106 are killed, 64 children injured by gun violence so far this year, 26 killed. It's enough.
Biden was speaking at the New York Police Department, the largest U.S. police headquarters. The mood was solemn as gun violence claimed the lives of 6 officers so far this year. They included Wilbert Mora, who succumbed to his injury days after he was shot alongside his slain partner, Jason Rivera. The president also vowed to crack down on gun trafficking as more untraceable firearms flooded the streets. Biden, meanwhile, hailed his special forces over a raid that led to the death of the leader of the Islamic State group in northwest Syria. The Americans said the jihadist detonated a bomb that killed himself and members of his own family, including women and children.
The calculated efforts of our forces succeeded in protecting more than 10 women, children, and babies. These efforts included a deliberate decision by the president to execute a raid on the location as opposed to an airstrike. While there were no U.S. casualties, one of our helicopters did suffer a mechanical failure early on in the infiltration phase of the operation.
Biden oversaw the overnight raid in the White House Situation Room, accompanied by Vice President Kamala Harris and his national security team. The United Nations welcomed the U.S. operation, but expressed concern over civilian casualties. Investors return from their Lunar New Year break today to give the local stock market a roaring start on the first day of trading in the Year of the Tiger. Sports brand received a boost with the opening of the Beijing Winter Olympics. Anta Sports jumped 6.4%, while its smaller rival Li Ning rose 7.6%. The Bank of England's decision to raise interest rates to 0.5% saw HSBC shares in Hong Kong advancing by 5% to a 2-year high. Standard Chartered jumped 4.8%. The Hang Seng Index closed 3.2% higher. Now let's take a look at the markets. The Hang Seng Index closed the day up 771 points. To the top 10 active stocks, Tencent up $7, Tracker Fund up 72 cents, Alibaba up $6.40, HSBC up $2.75. Meituan up $7.20, Hong Kong exchanges up $4.20, JD.com up $5.20, and Ping An up $2.80. To the forex trading against the Hong Kong dollar, the euro is trading at 8.93, British pound at 10.57, and Australian dollar at 5.52. Over to the UK markets, the FTSE 100 is down 6 points. On the first day of the Beijing Winter Olympics, enthusiastic fans flocked to shops to collect merchandise and souvenirs. One of them was a superfan who splurged $500,000 over the years on games memorabilia. Chloe Feng reports.
Every corner of this 20-square-meter room in Beijing is crammed with Olympic memorabilia. They include giant mascots and torches, colorful flags and clothes, to cuddly toys and photos. The impressive collection belongs to Olympic superfan Zhang Wenquan, who has been collecting souvenirs since the Beijing Summer Games in 2008. The 35-year-old has spent over 500,000 yuan on his special treasure trove. I check online every hour to see if a new Olympic souvenir is released, said the passionate collector. Zhang's obsession with the Olympics started when he worked as a volunteer in 2008, delivering scorecards for athletes. Because of COVID measures, he couldn't volunteer for the current Winter Games or go to stadiums. But that has not discouraged Zhang, who is happy to have made friends with others who are also hunting for 2022 Winter Olympics memorabilia. Chloe Feng, HKIBC.
On to the weather now. Cold tomorrow morning before becoming sunny and dry later. Temperatures will range between 12 and 18 degrees. Cloudy with rain in the following 2 days. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for Friday night. Join us for more news at 11. I'm Johanna Chan. Good evening.